Hello, here we are again. 2 nights in a row, even though I'm an hour late. But nobody's waiting. It doesn't matter. All good. Wait, did I? Yeah, no, we're good. Okay. Hello, I'm Elijah. I'm here with NLV Productions. Skika bug indicator and bug and but in this bug Shooter and Don embedded into Now that we have that out of the way, tonight we are going to go back to one of the first things I streamed. Another topic I'm picking up. Some of the RPG design I've been doing, which I've worked on since last time. So I'll be doing a different. Start up the music. I have to do that for the rest of it. Yeah, this one's even more chill and will probably be less entertaining even than some of my other stuff. But, it is what it is. Before we get into that, though, we'll cut the music for this part. Let me go into the little meme I have to share with you all today, and, wrong button. Here it is. What a beaut. Okay, so to start off, we're going to go with some criticism. All right, so the weakness of this meme is that the visual content doesn't really add anything. Like, yes, it's Breaking Bad, haha funny. That's a good meme show. Great source. But on its own, it doesn't merit enough, especially used how it is, to kind of merit bringing anything to the table. So the visual side of this meme isn't really doing anything. Now, I will say, I'm pretty sure that this is a screenshot of a video. And I've seen this exact same format used with a different visual paired to it, and with much better results where the visual was actually funny. But now, moving on to the strengths, this meme, let me tell you, it's such a good one. I mean, the joke it's hilarious. Had me rolling the first time I read it, and let's dig into that a little bit. So, yeah, the joke is just excellent. The idea that memories of family and friends flash in your eyes before you die, so widely known, maybe even widely believed, that this meme, just in contrast to most memes, isn't one that needs an exclusive audience. Almost anyone can understand it, so it's universally appealing. And it just riffs off of that concept very well, because that concept is such a heartwarming one, right? It's so sentimental, and this is just is a complete inversion of that, right? Something that is so meaningful turned into something so meaningless in the long run. But I think the best thing about this meme is that it's more than just a haha funny meme, right? It, like any great work of art, it is elevating the soul to higher concepts and deeper thought and sort of philosophy and morals, all the good stuff, right? Because it's an ironic meme. The person who posts this, probably who made it, is somebody who's dedicated a lot of time to memes in all likelihood. So it's kind of self-deprecating as well. And it's kind of cautionary, right? It's a moral warning, right? Of do we dedicate too much time to memes, to this cult of internet humor? And I like bringing it back to a poetry comparison. I really love this because take Shakespearean or Shakespearean and his contemporaries who wrote sonnets, and a huge theme in their sonnets is, my our they're love poems, right? So there's me and you and our love, and it's a great thing, but our love will die. It's not it's ephemeral. It's meaningless almost. But this poem, this sonnet I have written, is grand and forever. Horribly pretentious, honestly, right? And disordered, right? Like you're valuing your quaint little words that you've written over the relationships you're forming in your life. This meme is the opposite of that. It says no. The memes aren't going to last forever. They aren't as important as the ones we hold dear. And I think it's just a really beautiful thing, and it's conveyed beautifully by this meme. So excellent meme. I could probably talk about this meme more, but I've already spent like 5 minutes talking about this meme. So, continuing on with the stream, let's get to the real meat of things. All right, we got a little forest background. Okay. So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and introduce it again. I really wish I learned how to make the cursor show up on OBS, but I don't know how to do that yet. Yeah, so it's just a little RPG I'm making, and it's basically about fighting demons. A lot of things. I have not played much D&D, but a lot of things are copied from what I do remember. But there's a lot of differences too. So, and if I remember correctly, I need to find out what it's been a hot second since I have done anything with this. So I just got to find out where I'm at and what I'm doing. What do I want to see? I want to view the sidebar navigation. Okay. Oh wait, that doesn't. Let's do that. Okay. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, I think what I was working on is the backgrounds. So basically, you just set up the history of your character. Are they young? Are they old? What kind of family do they come from? What kind of community did they grow up in? What kind of climate? What was their job prior to becoming an adventurer in this story? Were they raised by wolves? Were they a priest? Were they somebody who buys severed draft heads via mail order? Who knows? Would somebody do something like that? I don't think so. I think they would be probably a bad person if they did. I think. Like, who would do that to a draft? Anyway, so I'm trying to think of. Yeah, I think at this point I was just kind of drawing up the previous occupations. And this is also a good way to build up stuff for the future too. Like skills and traits. So whenever I get to developing skills and traits more, I'll go back through this, and I'll already have a lot to draw from. All right. And I think I was kind of going down Thanks. I don't think y'all saw that. It gave me a little pop-up window. Yeah, I think I was going through some of the... Was I going through families? What was I doing? Loan. I think I was just kind of spitballing anything I thought of. So, yeah. So let's see, what else do we have? What can I think of? Do I have farmer on here yet? I do not. Go ahead and throw that on. All right, farmer, rural community. Any family situation except loan. Maybe, or broken family. We're going to say that. Because if you're a rural farmer in medieval times, even if you don't like your family, even if you don't have a healthy family dynamic, if you separate, if you leave each other, you're not going to have enough hands to run the farm. So we're going to exclude that as well. And geography. Can't be any geography for this one. So mundane. Vast plains. Hills. Can you farm hills? I'm going to say yes. We could look it up. I don't even know if it's worth looking up. We'll go ahead. It gives us something that... Nah, we're not going to. It's not worth it. I know for a fact they used to do like tiered farming. You know, for plants, not for animals. You know, if they're farming cows or chickens... You know, you wouldn't need to do that. And I guess you could just... Yeah, if you're like a shepherd, that'll be our next one. We'll do shepherd next. You could do hills. Not a mountain, not a bog, not a desert. Technically, yes, you could farm in the tropics, but it would be unusual for like a medieval setting, I feel like. Nah, it's a big world. We'll put it on there. Tropics. Environments aren't all... Oh, you can't even see the environments that I'm looking at. The environments aren't fully fleshed out yet. So let me think. It's something I've been adding as I get ideas from the occupations. I'm kind of building everything out off of each other. We don't have forest, isn't... but that also wouldn't be relevant to... wouldn't be relevant to a farmer. So you've got plains, just normal places, hills. What is somewhere else you farm? I don't think there's anywhere else really. Nothing significant. Okay. Worked on a farm. Growing crops and raising animals. I give a very brief description. All right, stat changes. Let's see. Scroll up to remind myself of what all the stats are. All right, so might, which is basically strength. Yeah, you gotta be a hardy. Well, you don't have to be active. Active, maybe. We'll leave it on. We'll see how much other modifiers we're gonna add. Why did it? Well, I hate that it does that. Anytime I type, it moves it down to where I am. That's very unhelpful. Finesse. Alacrity. I was thinking, I actually had the thought, I want to add potentially reflexes in. So I don't know if I should substitute. Finesse has to do with accuracy, so that doesn't really work. Maybe with alacrity. Let me look at alacrity again. I almost feel like it should be another one. I'll have to think about it. And it just is your turn length. Yeah. We are 6 stats, I feel like, is already, or is it 7? Yeah, 7 stats is already kind of pushing it, I feel like. I may just save reflexes for another game. Or we might work it in as like a trait or something. Okay. Yeah, I feel like not a lot of stat. We'll give +2 to, what was it called? Fortitude? Fortitude. +1 to... Oh, we have 8. Because I forgot clarity is in his... 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. +1 to clarity. So might is basically strength, fortitude is basically constitution. Clarity is different. Clarity is kind of how mentally stable you are and how clear thinking. It's relevant to like psychic attacks and what else? I don't even know. Oh. It gives you new battle actions, which is a whole mechanic of its own. That's kind of like reflexes, actually. Maybe. No, not really. No. And then we're going to do like -3 charm. A lot of these are... I even kept the initials from D&D for some of them and just changed the name. Okay. So that's good. Starting funds. I would say you're not going to have a lot of money on hand, but... unlike a lot of the ones we've done so far, you'll have an income because you still have family at home, working the farm. I don't know. Let's see. So how much money should you start with? Let's see. He starts with 0 to $500. He gets 2 to $300. Let's say 3d20 sounds good. And how much a month? What's the monthly income of a farm? You can't take all the money because it has to sustain itself. We'll just say $50 a month. And yeah, I just use dollars just because, like, why the heck not? Right? Is that what I've been? Have I been using the actual dollar sign? I feel like I have. Yeah. Why the heck not? You know? I could do gold like every single other game ever, but I feel like it also opens up some lore. Like maybe it's a medieval setting, but maybe maybe it's also a dystopian setting. Okay. $50 a month income. All right. We're gonna up it because a month is a long time in game. We might even up it more. 150. Farmer. Shepherd. Actually, let's make this a variable. Should we make it a variable? Nah, there's so many complicated factors in this game already. A shepherd. Rural community. Now shepherd's different. I feel like you could kind of have any family. Situation. I think you could only really hills or an idyllic mountain. I guess technically that's interesting. I feel like you could technically herd sheep on a plain, but I feel like you just never see that, right? This is a little goofy alpha right? The stream. Okay, that was fine. No, I really need to. I like the jazz, but it's just not gonna work. We're just gonna restart. I really need to work on getting a better playlist together. You never see sheep. I am gonna look up this because this is very interesting to me. Here, I'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and pull this up. Whoop, you're seeing my stuff. Hold on. Let me look it up first. Always pictured on hills. Okay. Why? Why are they? Can sheep live on a hill? That doesn't. How about this? Do sheep live on hills or plains? No, okay, so they do. I guess they do live on plains. Do they live in grasslands? Oh, but here it says in mountain grasslands. They don't naturally live, because sheep are. I do know this. Sheep will leave. We'll leave them. Oh, frick! Why did I do that again? Oh, sheesh. Just quit all of my Safari stuff. I'm a goofy goober. All right. We also I'm not gonna stream much longer. Like I am God's sleepyhead. I've got some packages to dig into. I will say, I want to assure you all, it's not severed draft heads. I love drafts. I would never order severed draft heads on Amazon.com. If I were to order severed draft heads, I would order them from Alibaba.com. That did something interesting. I wonder if that's going to translate. Okay. Did it again. Probably not. Okay. So we're just going to leave it hills, idyllic mountain. No plains. Lived among the sheep. That's not really going to do much for your stats, I feel like. We'll give you a little bit of clarity and a little bit of wisdom. +1. Wisdom. +1. Clarity. Starting funds. Just do the same as farmer. Income. I feel like it's harder to make like passive income off of sheep. Because theoretically with a farm, you could just own a field and like hire people to plant and hire people to harvest. With a shepherd, you can't really do that. So he's going to make a little bit less money. Make like $85 a month. All right, and this makes me think, why can't you all see? Oh, it cuts it off towards the bottom. Okay. Landowner. This is the first wealthy occupation I've done. Okay, landowner. Really, any society, any. So why do I call that society? We'll leave it as that. Any except nomadic. The long range or short range nomadic. Again, theoretically, your family background in real life doesn't determine all that much. But this is a game. We're trying to make things interesting. So, in this world, you're only really going to be a landowner if you have a clan, which is more likely, I feel like, in real life. Any environment except desert. Nobody really owns the desert. We're gonna say islands. No, we're not. Any except desert. Bog. Okay. Oh, I didn't. Gosh, I hope the stream does not look too bad because I didn't plug in my Ethernet cord. I need what I need to do. I got a little checklist up here for like my color grading workflow. What I need is I just need a checklist for everything it takes to prepare for a stream. Goodness gracious. All right. Contacts are drying out as well. All right, this will be the last thing, and once I finish this, call it a night. So that was a certain notification, not important. Okay, landowner. How do you describe a landowner? Profits off of the land. Oh, I've been forgetting the skills and everything. Alright, I don't have energy to fix that error tonight. Okay. Profits off the land. -1 might. He hasn't had to work a day in his life. Potentially. -1 alacrity. Actually, let's get rid of this and we'll change that to fortitude. -2 fortitude. Finesse and alacrity. I guess I didn't explain this earlier. Kind of is, because in D&D, as I understand it, basically dexterity is not only your like manual dexterity, but also kind of your speed. Like if you have a high dexterity, you're good at dodging, you're quick. So this is kind of separate. Finesse is your, you know, how well you can aim. It's how skilled you are with your hands. We got all these silent channels I should not have had. Alacrity is purely your speed. How fast you can move your body. Okay. And he's going to get plus. He's going to lose wisdom as well. -1 wisdom. But he's going to get +1 knowledge. Plus. What else did we have? And -1 clarity. Starting funds. A lot. we're gonna say, let me make sure this works. If we do a D6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, okay. So $500 to $1,000. We might need to cripple him a little bit more across the board. And $300 a month income. Skills, none. Traits, none. Okay. All right. That does it. All right. Thank you for watching. If you did watch. Nobody's here now, but this is it. Have a good one.